Hey everyone, this is Joseph, founder of WDIR. Today I'm going to go over some of the payment observations from my experience living and doing business internationally. This is part 2, so if you haven't watched the first one, I'll add it in the comments. Let's get into it. 1. Support cultural preferences in decision making. My experience working with clients, namely in Hungary and Japan, back up the research that culture impacts decision-making styles. For example, studies show that in collectivist cultures like Japan, decisions are often made with a focus on group consensus and respect for authority, whereas in more individualistic cultures, personal relationships can heavily influence business decisions. Design takeaway. Design your workflows to respect and adapt to local decision-making styles. For example, provide options for collaborative decision-making in collectivist cultures by including shared approval workflows or multi-user access. For individualistic cultures, highlight relationship-driven design features such as personalized recommendations and one-on-one communication tools. 2. Simplify for lower tech literacy. In developing regions, I've noticed various levels of tech literacy, especially with smaller businesses. Many people aren't familiar with advanced technologies and prioritize clarity and simplicity over any fancy tech. Design takeaway. Focus on simplicity in interfaces, prioritize clear navigation, minimal text, and use intuitive icons. Incorporate tooltips and progressive onboarding for users unfamiliar with technology. Ensure critical actions are straightforward, avoiding reliance on assumptions about tech familiarity. 3. Adapt payment cycles to local economic rhythms. Different cultures have distinct cycles and timing for payments. In Latin America, for instance, the 13th month salary affects cash flow significantly. This payment, often referred to as aguinaldo, is a legally mandated bonus in many Latin American countries, typically paid at the end of the year, and serves to enhance employees' financial stability during the holiday season. Design takeaway. Build flexibility into payment systems to allow for customizable billing and payout schedules. Include features that allow businesses to adjust payment timing in alignment with local economic patterns, like end-of-year bonuses. 4. Promote simple, strong authentication. Security in B2B payments is vital, yet complex verification processes can ruin the user experience. It's important to promote simple but strong authentication methods that enhance security without compromising user experience. This balance is key because users increasingly demand both safety and convenience when engaging with digital platforms. Design takeaway. Implement multi-factor authentication, MFA methods that feel natural for users, like biometric verification, fingerprint or facial recognition, paired with simple PIN codes. Avoid overly complex password requirements and provide clear error messages to reduce frustration during login attempts. Final thoughts. These observations are from my personal experience living and doing business abroad, particularly in emerging economies. Although many of these points are backed up by comprehensive UX research, I don't pretend to have all the answers or to be some sort of oracle of payment behaviors in emerging economies. I realize that the world is increasingly globalized, and there is frequent cross-pollination of ideas, business cultures, and norms. However, cultural awareness is always going to be important when working with businesses internationally. It's primarily a sign of respect to understand and appreciate different cultures, and secondly, business outcomes are more favorable when you do. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to work with me on creating culturally inclusive, seamless B2B payment experiences, click the link in the comments.